cooking in the kitchen. Today we're going to make some beef kebabs, and what's great about this is if you don't really like red meat, you don't have to use beef or lamb. You can use chicken, pork, and another thing is if you don't eat meat at all, you can make vegetarian kebabs with just vegetables and stuff. So what we're going to do is we've got our meat and our sticks and everything, and we're going to season them a little, we're going to do a little bit to them, we're going to put the kebabs together, and then we're going to put them on the grill. So first things first, let's go over our materials that we're going to be using today. So here you can see we have our meat, we have our kebab sticks, cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes. These are pretty cool because you can just plop them right on the kebab stick, and they get really nice and hot inside. Some peppers, we got a yellow and a green pepper today. And these baby onions, which I think are really cool, so we'll just chop these in half and stick them on each kebab, or maybe into quarters. It's about $8.50 for the meat, $2.99 for the sticks, and obviously you're not going to use all 100. About $1.99 for the tomatoes, and like about $1 each for the vegetables, the various vegetables. The thing we're going to do is we're going to salt the meat. So you want to take your meat here, and you want to take your kosher salt. You don't want to use ionized salt for this, for salting the meat. And we'll get the salt all within this bowl here that you're going to be using. Get a lot of salt on top of it. Now we do this because the salt will come in and it'll get itself into the red meat here. It'll break down the proteins. It'll make the meat a lot softer. Alright, so take your pepper. And cut it into quarter inches, so you have about a quarter of it in your hand. What you want to do is, you just want to make slices that'll fit on the kebab real nice like. Now, depending, like I said, depending on how many people are eating, how many kebabs you have, you can cut the peppers, any of the longer slices, down into more manageable bite-sized pieces. So, there's our yellow pepper. So we'll throw those into a container. Put that to the side. Let's hit up the green pepper. Okay, and there's our green pepper. You can throw the peppers in there with your other yellow. So I got these little baby onions, and we'll be cutting them into quarters. Also, just remember when you're working with onions, your eyes may tear up, and it's perfectly normal. So what you want to do with your baby onions is cut them up into, again, like the peppers, bite-sized bits. Make sure you peel your onions first, then you can get on with the cutting. As you can see, we're almost done here. Just about 4 more to go. And we'll check on our meat and see how that's going. So as I said, working with onions, very rough on your eyes, but deal with it. Find a bowl or something to put these into. Get them, out of here. The inside, or else it's gonna all fall apart and come undone. So let's see, let's put another tomato or 2 on there. And ta-da! That's vegetarian. Well, not really. Alright, so as we can see, the meat has absorbed a lot of the salt. Not all of it though. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the meat out. We're going to throw it on our cutting board there. And we're going to have some napkin. We're going to lay some napkins down over there. and dry the meat off. Normally I prefer paper towels, but you gotta work with what you have, so there's napkins. And again, if you have any really large pieces, feel free to cut them.
Why don't you just run them through the washing machine?
No, then they get soapy.
Don't use soap.
Alright, so as you can see, our meat is drier. And let's go grab the onions. So we got our peppers, onions, barbecue sauce for later, and our meat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put some of this garlic pepper. We're going to grind it over the meat, and then we're going to put together our kebabs. So now we're ready to put our kebabs together. What we're going to do is we'll start out, you be creative. I guess we'll go meat, tomato, onion, peppers, meat. No, wait, we should do one pepper, meat. Then get a yellow pepper. Tomato and onion. So basically 2 tomatoes, 2 pieces of meat, 2 of each, basically. Ow, motherfucker.
Don't stab yourself.
Word of advice, don't stab yourself, be very careful. And okay, there's one kebab. Like I said, you can stack them if you want, make them meatier, but it's up to you. Now here comes the fun part. Redo this 30 freaking times. We'll cheat a little, we'll stack this one with meat. And we're done. So you can tell our kebabs came out pretty good and a bit varied, nice and colorful. We're going to throw those on the grill. Alright, so our grill is on. Our kebabs are ready to go. Okay, so we've got our grill on. Nice and high. Just adjust that. Like I said, let that cook for about 7-12 minutes, but periodically check to make sure nothing's burning and nothing's going wrong. So the tongs really make it easier to reach the kebabs all the way on the end there in the back, and you can't grab them with your fingers. And as you can see, our kebabs are finished. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking in the Kitchen. I'm your host, Justin. See you next time.